watching it, it is the perfect time for you to watch it. Now, I'm going to view past life energies between you and a soulmate in this lifetime. And this lifetime, you are romantic. That is what your connection is. That doesn't mean your previous lifetime you shared a romantic tie, but this lifetime is definitely a romantic tie. So this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for everybody, and I have labeled this special edition because this is not a tarot reading that I intend to do every month. The last time I did these was probably about 9 months ago, so it's time for another. So let's see what the energy is between you and your soulmate in your past life, Scorpio. This is the overall element that you guys shared. Hope. Very nice. This is a tender card as far as energy goes. As I was shuffling, I was getting the sense that your relationship was very troubled in your past life. Soulmate connections can be, really easy and just loving and all of that, and some of them are really challenging, and some soulmate connections are the one we love for life, and sometimes it's not for life, or maybe we do love them for life, but they're not always with us physically. So with this card, I feel as though in the past life, you guys did have a lot of challenge to your relationship, but there was a very strong bond and connection, and a lot of hope of a solid and firm love where you guys can just be in love and enjoy each other as partners without everything else in between. And because this is the energy of the last life, this may spill into this life a little bit. So I'm going to pull some past life tarot cards to get a sense of what this hope is about. Like, how is that really impacting you guys and affecting you in your past life? Was it you guys just weren't able to be together, or was there just a lot of challenge? So let's see. I want to give these a really good shuffle. So just bear with me. I actually used to pre-shuffle and then do the video, but to save time for the shuffle process. But I just feel this is kind of a more authentic way as a viewer to watch it unfold as it happens. So bear with me on the shuffling, please. Let's see what comes out. The arts. So definitely a lot of creative and artistic souls watching this video, and this definitely stems from your previous incarnation, and you and your soulmate have a deep tie in that area. We also have scribe and writer, which pairs very nicely with the arts. You could have been a songwriter, you could have written poetry, you could have written novels, you guys could have written screenplays or movies. So let's see. And lastly, we have father. Very interesting. So I know a lot of people, when they think of soulmates, they feel like if you're a romantic soulmate, you guys have always shared romance. Here, I'm just trying to center the cards better. There we go. And that's not always the case, okay? The physical body we inhabit is only our costume for the earth plane. Our soul is truly genderless, okay? We're not male or female. We are the combination of both the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And so what these cards are telling me is, for many of you, the romantic soulmate you have in this lifetime means one of a couple things. This could have been your father in a past life, or you could have been your soulmate's father in a past life. Also, if you are a female, this could mean this was the father of your children, okay? And because we don't have any other romantic past life cards coming out, and it definitely would indicate, you know, if you guys had a child together, that might have been the really only connection. And I thought I would just pull one more just to see, because we don't have any romance, and we have the male and female card. So this, to me, the roles that you guys are playing in this lifetime are opposite of whatever it was in your past lifetime. So if you guys shared a child last lifetime, there wasn't this like long drawn out love story, okay? Like I said, there was challenge, so you guys may have had a child together, but that's about it. For many others of you, this person, your soulmate, could have been a mentor in these areas of creativity, like creative expression. Some of you could have absolutely been famous based on these cards here. If you were a musician, or you wrote novels, poetry, any sort of genre like that, this soulmate could have been your mentor, or you could have been their mentor, okay? I'm not getting at all that you guys were romantically connected. You may have had a child. This is general, so this obviously will play out differently, but it was not a romantic connection in the past life, okay? It centered far more around some sort of creative endeavor, or some sort of relationship where there was a mentor, or some sort of like parental or authority figure. This could even be where you could have been much younger and your soulmate was much older. So that's what this energy is about, that huge gap in age. Or you could have been older and they could have been younger. Whatever it was, you guys did not connect in a romantic sense per se. Your connection came into play through, again, some sort of creative endeavor, or some sort of mentor type of relationship, partnership. And for some, you could have been the father, or your soulmate was your father. And a lot of people are like, oh, that's so weird, but I'm telling you, your gender and the roles that you play in everybody's life, it's just the costume, okay? Your soul is genderless, and your soul is not romantic, okay? It's a vibration of energy, and you come down into the earth plane to experience all the vibrations of yourself in a physical way, okay? So just because in past life you and the soulmate partnered up in these particular roles, it does not take away from the spiritual connection, okay? That's what past life energy is about. It's not about romance and all of that. It's spiritual connection. What were you guys working on last lifetime, okay? And just because it wasn't a romantic connection in past lifetime doesn't mean it can't be romantic connection in this lifetime. It's how are we transmuting that energy? What roles did we sign up to play together this lifetime? Because this person as a soulmate is extremely significant in your soul evolution in the past incarnations you've had, okay? Based on all the cards I see here, this isn't any sort of betrayal energy, anything like that. It's not a romantic energy to me, though it's a very strong connection spiritually, and goes into like the most creative aspects of your soul. And perhaps in this past life you were your soulmate's muse, or they were your muse, and that does not again have to be romantic. So in this life there will definitely be some element of that energy, okay? So let's pull some tarot cards to get a better feel of what this is about exactly. But overall, the energy looks good. It looks like a very loyal and protective kind of relationship, mentor, like evolving, stretching you into a greater version of yourself, but in a very tender, nurturing way, not through challenge, like through your creative, artistic abilities and talents, whatever those may be. So because this is strong in your past life energy, that plays really strong into this life. There is some element to you, some creative element. It could be music, it could be writing, or you know what, you could do tarot cards, or you might have some really amazing tricks, or you could be a magician. Whatever your creative fire is within you, that one thing that you are really good at, whether you believe it or not, there's a part of you that is very creative and artistic. And this soulmate is the person that is going to pull that out of you the most, or you out of them the most. They could be the musician and all of that, and you're the energy that keeps them centered and balanced, okay? So let's see how this all played out in your previous incarnation. All right. Let's see. Ooh, we have the Ten of Swords. We have the Four of Swords reversed. And then we have the Moon. Okay, so based on these lineup of cards, I feel as though this Ten of Swords goes a couple different ways, okay, also paired with this Moon. You may have been very betrayed in your past life, or your soulmate was very betrayed, and this hope comes into play because when you guys met up, like, you were the strength that carried them through, okay, or they were the strength that carried you through. Now, for others of you, it does appear there was some sort of betrayal that took place, whether it was on your behalf or their behalf, and that energy is under the surface this lifetime, okay? This energy needs to be cleared between the two of you. So when you meet up in this life, there may seem, even though you have this really deep spiritual connection, there may seem to be something just like off inside, like you can't quite get it right. You guys just can't quite click. You might fight a lot. If that's the case, it's because this energy exists under the surface. It's in the subconscious. It's something that you're not aware of, okay? And you can bring it to the surface and become conscious of it and release it from yourself if you choose to do that. And watching this reading, I mean, this will make sense to you if this is resonating, okay? For some of you, you have already met this person. For others of you, you have not. This is general. But with hope here, it's like this energy can be balanced this lifetime from whatever happened. Now, this betrayal, it doesn't have to be that you or your soulmate betrayed each other. This could be some other outside force that came in and betrayed the whole situation for the two of you, okay? And again, we come back together this lifetime to balance that energy. So let's pull some cards to see who you are this lifetime and who they are this lifetime. Because again, this is general, so I really want you to be relating to this deep in your soul. If it's not clicking in that sense, then I'm not sure this is the reading for you. And so just make sure like what I'm saying does click, and it will be easier to decipher that as we get into the present and the now, into this life, which is where I'm headed. So I'm going to draw a card for your energy and your soulmate's energy for this life. And this is more about like how you guys are together when you are together, the person you become and the person they become, or the person that you guys have become due to that. I mean, you could be with this person right now. Okay. So for you, we have the High Lady of Love and Compassion. This here, you are like the ultimate healer, the ultimate lover, a place of peace and harmony. You are going to be able to see inside of this person, behind the scenes, into the darkness, where nobody else can see. and nobody else can touch, and nobody else dares to go. But the frequency of your energy, of who you are, and the way you are triggered when you come into contact with this soulmate, it's a natural phenomenon that occurs. Like, nobody else, like, a lot of people could say you're very compassionate, you're kind, you're giving, all of that, but when you align with this soulmate, it goes to a different level, and this soulmate is going to feel as though you are the only person they have ever met that sees all the way deep down into their soul and knows their light and knows their dark and can help them navigate their way through that, okay? Because there was a lot of unrest, a lot of things behind the scenes in the past life, but you were there. It's a part of your soul. It's forever in your energy signature, okay? So that's why you will get this person in a way nobody else does. And you will have a compassion and a sympathy and an empathy and a love and a tenderness for them that nobody else has. More to the point, you will have like magical medicine to their soul, and that is what connects you so strongly to them, okay? So, very, very beautiful energy, Scorpio. Oh, they're coming out as a sacred union, the partnership, romance. Just like I said, you are the ultimate to them, okay? When they meet you, you are going to crack them open and you just ooze deep down inside of them. Your water, and you get in there and you purify everything. You turn it to the light, okay? There's no longer darkness. There's no longer confusion. You bring them to the light. You bring them to the clarity. You heal them within. All the energy of your past incarnation is balanced, just as I said. And they're very in love with you, okay? If you notice, there's a little keyhole there. You have the key to their soul, not to their heart, okay? To their soul. You understand them in a way nobody else can. I cannot express that any more than I have. So, gorgeous, 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 Scorpio. If you do not have this with somebody, then this reading is not for you, or you have not met this person yet. Because it's like you are the key to their soul. You open them up. You bring them to life, hope. You pull them out of the darkness in this life, whatever they've been through, okay? So, let's pull some tarot cards to get a sense of how this energy does play out between the two of you, specifically in this life. And I'm just going to put those there so you can keep looking at them. So beautiful, Scorpio. I love it. It's like a very nice connection of love. And, you know, just because you're super in love doesn't mean things aren't challenging at times. Because, you know, that's the truth of any partnership. And the challenges is what allows us to grow. So challenges are not always a bad thing. Now, if somebody's just outright abusive or horrible to you all the time, that's a whole different energy, okay? But what I'm seeing here is like you guys just have this connection, and nobody in this world can get your soulmate like you do. These are for you, Scorpio. Let's see. Okay. So we have the Eight of Crystals. Yes. Working hard this lifetime to be together, but more to the point, when you guys come together, you could be working very hard on some sort of creative endeavor. Maybe you guys are in a band together. Maybe you guys are going to start your own YouTube channel, just vlogging as a couple, or as a, you know, family videos, like whatever, tarot videos, whatever your guys' thing is. Many of you are working together in some sort of financial partnership, and it's more than marriage. It's like a business of some kind, and it looks successful. Like you both are really going to work hard and put a lot into that. Also with this, I feel that you guys are picking up where you left off last lifetime. Like you guys have more work to do, more experiences to be had, okay? Three of Orbs. Okay, so again, with this here, this could be some challenge that you guys face in your relationship together. Nothing I don't think you can't get through, but definitely an element of, you know, some heartache here. And this could be the energy in which when you come into contact with the soulmate that they are in, or that you are in, or that you are both in when you meet. Because again, when you come together, it's something really special. Now, maybe life circumstances have taken you guys apart from each other this lifetime. I'm going to pull the last card to see, you know, how this plays out. Master of Flames. Okay. So, for some of you, this soulmate, you guys do separate for whatever reason in this life. But with this Master of Flames, I get kind of one of two messages here. You guys either part because you need to continue on this journey on your own without your soulmate for a little while, because you are becoming the master, the highest version of yourself, okay? And then you guys very well may come back together, okay? I do see that here. For others of you, this may have been, you know, you were working really hard and you may have lost your soulmate to death even, okay? Because the energy here is so beautiful. I don't feel as though you guys are, like, this heartache comes into play because, you know, there's this whole bit of betrayal between the two of you. We do have that Ten of Swords, but that's past life energy. It reduces down to the 3 in this lifetime. So there's still an element of that energy to be balanced. But this, I feel like it's a lighter energy. For many of you, this is just saying, listen, Scorpio, this particular soulmate, there may be some heartache along the way, some intensity, but it's ultimately growing the both of you, whether you guys stay together or you break up and go your separate ways, you know, permanently, or you break up and you guys come back together. It's like no matter what, how that energy plays out this lifetime, this connection never leaves you guys, especially your soulmate, because you guys are so connected. And this also could represent how I'm saying, you know, they come to you and you are the one that brings them back to life. So apply that energy, how it, you know, relates to your situation, because that it's truly going to be different for everybody. So let's pull some tarot cards on how you're feeling specifically and how your soulmate is feeling specifically, because I'm really curious about that Three of Orbs. But I love that it ends in the Master of Flames, because that to me, it's like no matter what happens, like you're just in this space of knowing and peace and enlightenment regardless, okay? So it's not like this painful, you know, dramatic experience of your whole life where you're just in heartache over this soulmate. I don't feel that's the case. I definitely is some heartache associated with this soulmate, but you guys are growing and evolving into beautiful versions of yourself, which complement each other. You guys might even be together through this whole experience, okay? Because with this Eight of Crystals, it's like there's a lot of energy, time and energy that's been put in to this relationship, or will be put into this relationship this lifetime. And as I say that, look at what falls out, the Lovers. So yes, you guys are soulmates. You love each other so much. No matter what happens, no matter the stupid choices you might make or the stupid choices they might make, at the end of the day, you guys have a bond that nobody else can compare to. And I think you already know that. So let's see how you are feeling, Scorpio. So you're coming out as the Star reversed. You could have been losing hope in this relationship if you've already, yeah, and then we have the Five of Cups. So one of two things is happening. You have either lost hope. I love how readings just play into each other. Oh, so beautiful. You have lost hope that you will ever meet this person, okay? You may have just been through way too much, and you're like, this kind of sacred union partnership is just never, ever going to come for me, ever, okay? That is not the case. Now, for others of you, this is talking about loss. You have met this person, you've had a relationship with this person, and there's an element of you that, you know, is really missing them and so sad that it's either ended or that it's not working out. You guys, you know, could be together and it's just really heavy energy. So let me pull some cards on the soulmate and see how they're feeling. Yeah, definitely, like I said at the beginning of the reading, there's some challenge to this partnership, but it's not because you guys are cursed or that you don't belong together. This has a lot to do with your soul evolution, and this relationship, the way it triggers you, is really expanding you into a much higher version of yourself. It's taking you into becoming the master of flames, and that's a very spiritual master to be right there. Okay, but no matter what, if you are apart from this soulmate, just know they're never going to meet anybody else like you. There's never going to be another connection than what you guys share for them. It's too deep. It's too spiritual, and it, you know, it extends lifetimes, and you don't hurt each other for the sake of hurting each other. It's soul evolution. So let's take a look and see what they're going through. They are coming out as the World and the Page of Cups reversed. So your soulmate may be completing a cycle of their own in another romantic endeavor right now, and they're not ready just yet to be with you, okay? For others of you, with this energy, it's like for whatever reason at this point in time when you're watching this, if you've already met this person, they feel like the relationship with you is completed, okay? For whatever reason. It could be that you told them to go die in a fire and never contact you again. Or, you know, like this is general, so it's going to be many different reasons why this soulmate feels as though the relationship is over. And in a sense, you have that same energy. So you both are essentially in the same place, okay? Now, again, for them, they could also be feeling like they're never going to meet their soulmate if you have not met this person, okay? Just as you're feeling that same energy. And it's not that you guys are never going to meet and come together. It's that you guys are both really working on things at a soul level. And so whether you've met and parted, or you're still together, really having some challenges, or you've yet to meet this person, all of this energy connected to this soulmate is about your soul evolution and your growth, and it's really taking you to a high place despite the way it is manifested in physical reality, and, you know, the feeling of loss and like you guys are estranged from each other. It's the energy goes both ways. So even if this person ended a relationship with you, they still really love you. You guys are still very connected. But for some reason, it's like there's something that has come in between, or there's some challenge there. So to wrap this up, I'm going to pull 3 romance angel cards to try to get a better sense of this. Like, I don't know why you guys aren't together other than this, you know, soul evolution, because it's a great connection, a very spiritual soulmate connection. And, you know, with the lovers there, lots of passion and chemistry, really good sex, you know what I'm saying? And, but for whatever reason, if you've gotten separated from this person, you need to trust that it's in the highest good of both of you at this time. And that doesn't mean that eventually you guys can't come back together. But, so let's see. Alright, so we have free yourself. Pretty strong card here that you do need to let this energy go if you've already met this person and you guys have gone your separate ways. And it doesn't mean that you're letting them go, okay? By letting the negative energy go, the hurt go, all the things that could have transpired, you know, that brought you pain, by choosing to let that stuff go doesn't mean you're letting that person go. You're clearing your energy, you're cleaning it up so that you can come into a new perspective and fully expand into who and you know you're supposed to be. And that only sets you up for better experiences. So, you know, whatever the heartache is here, free yourself from that. For now, it will bring you some clarity. Soulmate, yes, this is your soulmate. Yes, Scorpio, this person is your soulmate. You don't need to question that, even if you are apart from them or you have not met them yet. Yes, it is. Here's your confirmation that, yes, this person is your soulmate, okay? Or here's your confirmation that, yes, you are going to meet this person you are. Some of you might need to free yourself from some energy of an ex that maybe you came into this reading believing that's who this was about, okay? And that very well could be the case. But with these two cards, it's saying you need to free yourself from all that energy and create new space, okay, if you and this soulmate are to come back together. Now, for others of you, this is saying to you, look, you need to create the space because, yes, you had this deep, deep soulmate connection right here, but this was leading you to a different soulmate, okay? Because we all have more than one, and they play out in many different forms in our lives, okay? So you will know where you fall in that. And then lastly, the deception, yep. So if there was a lot of deception that played out with this particular soulmate, that might be why you have to let it go for now, okay? Not because they're not your soulmate or that there isn't love there. It's because the energy needs to shift and change. And sometimes we have to go on our own to bring us into the perspectives that we need to come into, to understand. And you know, a lot of times people say, oh, I'm tired of lessons, I'm tired of growing this, that, and the other. And honest to God, I have to tell you this. It's all about you and your perspective and your energy and what's going on inside of you, okay? I've been there. I've thought, oh, I don't have any more lessons to learn. I've been through so much. I'm so tired of this. But the truth was, at the end of the day, I had more to learn and understand because I just did. And as time went on, I realized that. And I was thankful I didn't meet anybody when I thought I was ready because I wasn't. I was frustrated with my situation and with being single. So really pay attention to all the energy. If somebody just wasn't completely truthful to you, the soulmate here, let it go for now. The energy needs to transform and clear. But for all of you, no matter who you're thinking about in this moment, it could be the soulmate you're thinking of, or it could be somebody you guys just haven't met yet. For all of you, there is something really special and sacred coming into your life at some point, a very special soulmate. And with sacred union, master, and soulmate here, it's not painful, okay? It may have been painful in the past if this isn't somebody you already know. But in the future, when you guys come back to each other and align naturally, or when you meet this person, it's not going to be like that. It's like that is the past. And now we're coming into this very sacred partnership and union with each other that is based upon love and soul connection and nothing else, okay? So Scorpio, that's what I have for you guys. It is, I know there's some challenge in here, but I have to read the cards as they come. So I know that this is really resonating for somebody out there. This is general, so if none of this fit, please don't try to make it fit or feel angry with me that a message didn't come through for you in this reading. I can only read the cards as they come out, as the universe dictates. So